Good morning, cultists! In our previous episode, we left things off after a lot of kingdom management jibber-jabber, followed by a royal rumble with the wild hunt itself. Not to be confused with Geraldo Riviera's wild hunt, of course, which is a notably higher quality wild hunt, but still. In between episodes, I did something I don't normally do. So, in our last episode, I noticed that despite having seemingly explored the entire game at this point, we still haven't completed our collection of the Dwarven Helm Shards and the pieces of Sky Metal. So, at the risk of spoiling things to myself, I decided to look it up. Normally, I eschew looking up spoilers or anything, but I also hate leaving things unfinished, so I decided to risk it all and look it up. It turns out that I actually missed a couple pieces, so I missed a Dwarven Helm Shard in the, I think, ruined Watchtower area, near the south by the stone bridge thing, and then I found the piece of Sky Metal in, I think, the Giggling Hill in the top right section. So, in case you've, kind of played like I did, then you might have also missed it, so, now you know where the last pieces are. And I've also done a lot of the kingdom management stuff in between episodes as well, so we have a lot of people to speak to, I guess. This might be another episode where we just do a lot of jibber jabber, so I think it should be pretty safe to avoid, or just, skip if that's not really your jam. I totally get it. No hard feelings. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of talking today. And, maybe even more. So, let's see. Any notable things? I guess I've done a lot of, curse researching. I've also, finished the minting coin thing. I've ranked up our advisors a lot, and I think I've also done some regional upgrade stuff too. So I could work on these as well, but we'll see what our advisors want first, I guess. Alright, commence the jibber jabber, cause there will be a lot. A torrential downfall, or torrential hurricane of jibber jabber. Oh, it's Harem, I forgot that you existed.
Fabrosi, Cortez. The chronicles will remember you as a great king, not a mere baron. But even if you were an emperor, you would still be wise to seek divine support. 4 influential priests have arrived at your court to plead for a temple honoring their gods. Each wishes your kingdom to prosper under the blessings of their god. We must choose between Caden, Abadar, Gorum, and Asmodeus. I advise you to consider Gorum. His road to the end of things is at least simple and direct.
Wait. There are temples to Gorum? Okay. Tell me about the gods.
It is no coincidence that Caden's nickname is the Accidental God. He was a mortal, a deathly drunk mortal. When he became a god, he doesn't even remember how it happened. Under Caden, your subjects will live happily but senselessly, spending their time in feasts and fairs. Abadar is the patron of cities and trade. He is there where civilization flourishes, and he detests chaos and destruction. I'm not sure if his followers will survive well here in these wild and untamed lands. Gorum is a cruel and bloodthirsty warrior, as are his followers. He's the god of war. He's worshipped by orcs and barbarians, but he has quite a few followers among the civilized as well. Asmodeus is the lord of hell. He's the archdevil worshipped by the powerful state of Cheliax. Asmodeus believes in power, compacts, order, and the obedience of the inferior. He's crafty but not deceitful. You should really read the contract very carefully if you choose him.
Why don't you suggest a temple to your own god?
But why would I? All temples will eventually be destroyed. All of Grotus's priests.
Oh, Grotus, sorry, I forgot that he doesn't worship Gorum, it's Grotus. No, it's, Amiri worships Gorum, that's it, sorry, I had the two mixed up.
All of Grotus's priests will turn to dust, like the priest of every other god. There are few who can hear his whispers, and we are satisfied with ruined temples to other gods.
Right, I prefer Caden, so that's a building, I guess. We can build Gorum's temple, we can build Abadar's, we shall allow the servants of Asmodeus to set up a temple regardless of our neighbor's opinion. Lawful evil. Yeah, let's actually set up a temple to a devil. Sounds great.
An ambitious decision. A deal with Asmodeus promises profit, but you must read the contract very carefully.
I hope you're not too upset about that, Harem. I know you suggested, Grotus? No, Gorham, but, still.
Your Highness, today the guards brought before me a barbarian shaman. He has surrendered himself to them of his own free will. He and his colleagues have fled their people, leaving their tribe behind. The way he puts it, they've seen who's the best chief around here, and now they wish to serve you. And also service you, if you know what I mean. This turn of events is most fortunate. Don't let their background discourage you. Their magical traditions are centuries old, and we've much to learn from them. Of course, our people fear them at this moment, but I believe in time that we can disperse these fears.
I won't be their new chief. The shamans have 10 days to leave my realm. So, gain community and loyalty, but lose divine and arcane. They may remain in my lands for as long as they serve me faithfully and loyally. So the opposite. And if we do something lawful evil, then I guess a kind of a mix between the two-ish. Well, you know what? As much as I want to execute them, I'm gonna go with your suggestion.
I see, Your Highness. I shall inform them of their new duties.
Did I select the right one? Yes, I think so. Fantastic. Alright, who's up next? Is it... I was gonna guess Lindsay, but, I mean, it still could be Lindsay in, Keston's bodysuit, right?
Your Highness, our border regions inform us that the remnant groups of barbarians are still carrying out raids, burning villages and taking peasants as slaves. We must put an end to this. We could perform a preemptive strike, send out a regiment, scour all the nooks and crannies that the barbarians might be hiding in. However, this would be risky, and it would mean playing the games by the rules. They'd never face us in a decisive battle, but instead lure our troops deeper and deeper into unknown territory. They'd force us to fight in constant skirmishes and wear us down until our soldiers simply started deserting en masse. My advice, strengthen the guard in the settlements along the border and fortify our position there. Then the barbarians will have to come to us, and they'll be easily dealt with. Okay, so we can take the initiative, gather your troops, and drive the barbarians from my lands. Wouldn't be surprised if that was exactly what they wanted us to do. Start chasing them across the hills, double the guard in all the raided regions. We shall defend ourselves. Alright, well, he seems to suggest going with the defense, so sure. A grim look of satisfaction spreads across Keston's face. As your command, Your Highness, we'll show the savages how this land forges her men and women. Fantastic. Wait, did I need to do something about that? Like a kingdom event thing? Alright, Bartholomew. Your Highness, our reports indicate that Seven Arch is undermining our farming industry. They've cut off our food supply, and the druids that travel around the river kingdoms as farmhands are now suspected of spoiling our crops. We're facing starvation, and the people know it. The panicked attempts to stockpile supplies for leaner times are devastating the market even more. Seven Arches expects us to tighten our belts, send the Warden's Guard to collect bread from the citizens, and beg for mercy. But this will never happen. We can find druids who will rejuvenate our crops. The High Priest will be able to persuade them, or force them. The best we can do for now is send the general to the Seven Arches border. Faced with an army, the farmers will obediently sell us whatever we ask for. Okay, sure. So I guess we have a new event? Fantastic, because clearly we don't have enough. Yeah, there's been a lot of kingdom events. We interrogated the traitors we discovered in our ranks. They were hired by someone in Daggermark. The enemy is dangerous and covers his tracks well, but I'll find him. We don't know which of the Daggermark elders is our enemy, but they do. And they will willingly betray their own if they can profit in doing so. Daggermark's influence stretches far and wide, and its representatives can be found across the kingdom. We can strike them at any time. If we apply enough pressure, the elders of Daggermark will be forced to reveal our enemies' names, if only to stem the loss of blood. Though in truth, it is not blood, but gold that flows in their veins. Ripping open their purses would be even more effective than ripping open their bellies. Okay, sure. So we're gonna hit them right in their fat purses, or hunt down the Daggermark's agents. I guess we'll hit them in their purses? Akun nods happily. There is no honor among such as these. We take away their meat, and they'll turn on each other like jackals. Okay, so we have a new thing to scout Glenbon? Wait, is that part of your thing, or no? Alright, Valerie, what's up? Fabrosi Cortez, your kingdom is growing bigger. No matter how many advisors you hire, your officers can't address every problem and issue.
A monarch should have vassals, knights, mayors, guild leaders, local chiefs and elders. It is they that form the natural aristocracy, the high society of any kingdom. There was a time when bandit chiefs were the aristocracy of the stolen lands, but we put an end to that. Many knights of honor now look to serve you, to become your faithful vassals and enforce the laws of your lands. It's only natural that the law now rests on the shoulders of your loyal royal vassals, not representatives of the people. Mayors and chiefs come and go, but aristocrats remain, committing themselves to a ruler and raising worthy successors from a young age. They're obliged by the nobility that naturally arises from their responsibility to the subjects. Wait, okay, so I guess you actually support the aristocracy? Right, my kingdom is in need of a noble class. Appoint those who possess enough power and influence to rule over their lands. Stability by nobility, blue blood community. Or we can have, the stolen lands managed without aristocrats before. They can live without them now and in the future. Let the people decide who they want as governors. I'm tempted to go with this, but I feel like, you know, as someone who is lawful evil and, wants to have more power, I feel like maybe centralization is kind of the way to go. So, sure. I'll personally select those whose ambition equals their talent. They'll be powerful enough not only to give people orders, but to protect them. You'll have nothing to worry about. It doesn't matter who they were. These warriors will be your loyal vassals, reliable and just. I'll make sure of it. If you say so. I mean, it's very easy to see that get corrupted, but sure. I forget what our voice is.
Like I've always said, it's dangerous to taunt a hungry pack. And I was right. The merchants are bleeding people dry, like fat spiders sucking out their lifeblood. And your people have had enough. Everyone is talking about riots the peasants are planning in the wealthy quarters. You must intervene, or you'll lose your power and position. Ah, fuck. Dang nabbit. Ugh. Whatever. All they really want is gold. We can ask your treasurer to distribute some gold if they promise obedience. Or we could send the warden's guard to stop them, though I wouldn't recommend it. The guards have families, and they too bear a grudge against the merchants. It's best if the minister sends forth his faithful assassins. If they make a sudden display of force and drain the lives of the loudest among the mob, then the rest will see this and flee in terror.
Okay, so we have some peasant revolts to deal with. Unfortunately. Alright, we're Gongar. Gongar looks like a little banged up, and he smells like smoke.
Fabrosi McCortez, you know me. I would never cause alarm for no good reason. But right now I'm telling you, there's unrest brewing in your army's ranks, and it's not even proper conspirators. No, it's just the regular idiots. Two of our commanders are bursting with ambition. Both of them have outgrown their current positions. They're always challenging each other and settling their scores by stirring up our soldiers. Officer Chevold insists that our infantry, the vanquisher of Numeria, rules the open field. Commander Zepha argues that only mages truly understand the art of battle, and our infantry are farmhands and mud beaters. You can imagine where this led, to constant fighting among the ranks. At first I just watched and laughed, but now it's not funny anymore. The lads are so wound up they're gonna start killing each other. The fighting has to be stopped. Divide the army in two. I'll take command of half. A new general, Zepha, will command the other. She's the leader of the mages. She's still green for now, but she's got potential. I've put infantry officer Chevold under her command. He's a swordmaster from Brevoy. That's what makes him think he can bully her. Promoting her to be his immediate commander will force him to calm down. Alright, sure. If you go with the warrior, we get relations. If we go with the mage, we get arcane. A good choice. A warrior needs a body that's tough enough to face the enemy on the front lines, and the head that's small enough to do it without fear. Mages are smarter and craftier. Zepha is your best option. Great, thanks. Also your voice changed from something different, I think. Ah, that's alright. Lindsay?
Fabrosi McCortez, I bring wonderful news. Larzio Messias has finally finished his opera. All that's left is to direct and stage it. We could help him find a venue. For example, we could let him use the main square. That alone would already solve a lot of his problems. But it would be even better if he funded the production. He's already found all these singers and has an orchestra ready to perform, but he cannot afford any spectacle. The colors, the costumes, the decoration. Larzio may build his stage upon the main square, and his production shall be funded as well.
Sure. Oh, how wonderful. You'll see, this will be nothing short of magical. Great, thanks. This better be worth it, miss. Not that I can really do anything about it, but still. Tell me, how does a gardener feel when he looks at flowers blooming in a garden he's grown in an arid desert? How does an alchemist feel when the grey lead in his vial turns into shining gold? You received this land as a wild, uninhabited swamp, and now the richest merchants in the land vie for the right to do business here. I can only be proud of being a humble part of this miracle you've made happen. Like a well-trained dog who wouldn't dare look at the meat in front of it without its master's order, your servants have all but forgotten what bribery and embezzlement are. No longer do they serve their own purses, but only the glory and prosperity of the state. Of course, there's no such thing as excess of money, but we do have some idle funds. It would be unwise to let them lie fallow in your coffers. We should spend the money to increase the profits and glory of the nation. I suggest we invite a famous wizard from Absalom who could command the weather. Such a learned man would not only adorn your court with his presence, but ease the lives of the peasants who suffer from droughts and floods. We might also invest in the younger generation and pay the tuition fees of promising young men and women at foreign universities. That sounds pretty awesome. But we could all even open trade missions in neighboring countries, which could make an excellent cover for our spies. Okay, so invite the weather mage, which increases loyalty and arcane, relations and culture for the tuition, and trade points will be economy and espionage. I will go with your suggestion. That sounds great with the weather mage. Your decision is wise as usual. What could be more prestigious than masters of arcane arts at court? Fantastic, thank you, Pyrokinera. Also, we haven't banged in a little while, so I might drop by. Alright, so I guess that's the advisors, because it seems like we are getting briefed on the Bald Hilltop. Your Highness, the Wild Hunt has been defeated. Your quick and effective actions left the attackers no hope. Your grateful subjects would like to present you with this humble gift. Another attack awaits. Wait, what? I thought that was going to be the last one. Though I doubt it'll come soon, I have a feeling that Narissa won't hold back this time. It'll be the most terrible blow yet. I can only hope we survive it. Oh, I agree with the storyteller. I visited the Bald Hilltop and the portal to the First World is almost stable. It appears that by the time of the next attack, it'll be steady enough to become a permanent bridge between Gloria and the First World, man. Okay, so I guess maybe the next one will be the last one? The way I see it, we've had enough of being afraid of her. If Narissa wants to attack us herself, then let her come. But she won't, will she? She's going to hide from us, tucked away in the First World until the bitter end. I suggest we deal with her army here, and then move immediately to counterattack before she musters the strength for another invasion. Alright, so are you sure this attack will be the last? I don't know why last was capitalized. When you deal with a Fae, you can't be sure of anything. Like, what's their butthole and what's their mouth? I can't tell. I mean, you stick your dick in it, but still feels the same. Anyways, my guess, however, is based more on fact than speculation. Never before has there been a portal to the First World that is so stable. We've also cornered Narissa like never before. I'm bet she's absolutely beside herself. Yes, I'm bet. Can we use the portal on the Bald Hilltop to get to the First World? I suppose so. The portal used to snap shut after every attack, but by now it should be a reliable passage to the First World. It probably leads directly to Narissa's lair, wherever that may be. Christian's face is determined. Oh, I agree with your plan, man. We will enter the portal I helped create and end the war I helped begin. Are you bragging? Are you humble bragging? Do you think Narissa will appear personally to command the attack? I doubt it. I bet she won't. It isn't her style. She likes to just watch from a distance while she plans her next insidious trick. But I think she's just plain afraid of us. Alright, in any case, first we will have to repel the attack. The storyteller nods gravely. This will be a difficult battle. We shouldn't underestimate the enemy, especially one as cunning as Narissa. Great, thanks. Storyteller, I need to talk to you about the pieces of whatever nonsense I picked up, by the way, so don't go anywhere. Right, Irene. Wand of Call Lightning. Great, thanks. Who's up next? I'm sure we're gonna have like a fucking slew of these guys. Alright, Dragon. What do you need? Torpor. Am I a vampire? You're putting me into torpor? Like eternal sleep kind of thing? Or whatever? Fortunate Fencer. Sure, thank you. Mim. Is that like a rapier or something? Alright, Varask, I think your name is? Raging Bulwark, which I feel like we've had before, but maybe not. And this is Nazriel? Yes. Blazing Omen, thank you. Is that a doobie? I'm assuming it's some, it's a giant blunt. Like a giant thing of pot. Sure. Integrity. Huh? That's new. After you and I brought that wretched Morhalan to justice, peace has once more filled my heart. Thank you for returning tranquility to my life, Your Highness. I would like to give you a special gift and thanks. Give me some time and freedom to work on my own, and I'll make something very special just for you. Alright, sure. Why don't you set to work on that special thing you were making for me? Thank you. Believe me, I'll spare no effort or time. You won't be disappointed. Great. Make sure I'm not disappointed, otherwise you will die. I guarantee it. Alright, Fervent Edge, thank you. Do I have that? Most likely. Who else? Come on. You again. Oh, so I actually saw her in between episodes while I was faffing about looking for the pieces of the whatchamacallit. And she gave me this mirror of vests? Oh no, it was the vest of mirrors, I think. Yeah. Eel circlet. Wow. Is it a circlet made of eels? Can I stuff it into a hovercraft? What the fuck? Dragon again? Huh? Mark of the Guardian. Take this gift to our gracious ruler from his master craftsman dragon. Okay. Whoa, what the? Don't we normally say some more? You again, Early? What the fuck? Rod of Flaming Vengeance. What the hell? What? You're back? Wait. Envy of the Master. Is that the special gift that you were working on? Hold on. I thought you said you needed to work on that thing for a while, no? Chemo? Utopia. Okay, sure. Whoa, that was everything. Holy crap, holy. Alright, let's see what we got. Utopia is a spear, Undead Holy, Undead Bane, Envy of the Master, Order Armor Class, Intelligence and Wisdom, Rod of Flaming Vengeance. So I guess it transforms all wielder spell damage into fire damage, increasing the caster level by 1, and plus lead to evocation school spells, DC. Mark of the Guardian is a full plate. Whoa! This plus 5 full plate grants its wearer negative energy resistance 30, fire resistance, etc., etc. Also grants its wearer the ability to cast Searing Light once per day as a 5th level cleric. Valerie, compared to what you have now, is this better? It is indeed. The only difference is the adamantine thing, which I guess, does have its own damage reduction stuff. Right. And I guess the armor check penalty for armor is lessened by 1. Gotcha. Alright, then I think maybe the Mark of the Guardian might be better. Can I see what it looks like if I have it on? Oh! I like that on Valerie. I like it a lot. And the Eel Circlet is plus 4 enhancement to Intelligence, Fervent Edge, Integrity, Reflex, Fortitude, and Will, Blazing Omen, Raging Bulwark. Oh, Fortunate Fence is a ring. Plus 2 bonus attack rolls with the melee weapons. Sure. Torpor, Wand of Call Lightning, Vest of Mirrors. Gotcha. Oh, so the piece of sky metal I got from the Giggling Hill, and the Ruined Watchtower is where I found the last piece of the Dwarven Helm Shard. I need to... Oh, wait, one thing. I need to give Ragongar his special cape, the Charred Mantle. There we go. And I think that's good for now. Okay, so let me quickly talk to the storyteller. And I will deposit all this shit. while I do that. And then, I guess we'll see where we go from there. Sorry, I meant to say that I am gonna talk to the storyteller and then get the, turn in the, shards of whatever. And then see that. Also, have I found any other... Oh! Alright, let's give him the first crown of the, first crown to him and see what he says. The storyteller's face distorts with pain. Who are you? You're not the witch nor the worm, but you're also not the tiefling who holds me here. Can you hear me? Free me from this prison, I beg you. I've suffered so long, I wish to rest in peace. The storyteller's shoulders sags as he returns the first crown to you. You have no need to give me this item, to be reminded of this prisoner's suffering. You are well aware of the item's story. If his tears could move you, you would have already freed him. Wow. So judgmental. Anyways, I brought some relics. Okay, I guess not. Then what about, ancient artifacts? Oh, you found all the shards of the Trailblazer's helm. Incredible. Let me forge them back together. I cannot wait to hear their story. These are the pieces of the Star Commander's gloves, a gift from another world. A treasure that fell from the sky to be buried in Numerian soul for millennia. Oh, how I wish I could visit the homeland of this artifact to learn its whole story. Alas, that is well beyond my powers, but now, with all the pieces collected, I will at last be able to restore the creation of these craftsmen from the stars. Okay, so I guess we'll do the Trailblazer's helm. We should be able to do both, right? Thank you, he whispers. This will be one of my finest works. A small remnant of my gift will reside in this helmet, so you may recall its legend on your own. Okay. So what did I just get? Trailblazer's helm. Helmet gives its wearer a DR2 against ranged attacks, 10 against falling and thrown rocks, the ability to cast Good Hope and Crushing Despair spells once per day, cast to level 11, DC 17. Also gives +3 dodge bonus to AC and +3 insight bonus to saving throws against the enemies of the giant and galvanoid subtypes. Not overly useful, but sure. I would like to now restore the Star Commander's glove. How many are there? These worlds scattered across the infinite starry sky. I cannot see the stars, but I can feel that these pieces call to their faraway homeland. Still, the story they hide happened not there, but here, where the item was destroyed. I will place a bit of my gift in it so it may tell us what happened. Great. So, Star Soldier's Gauntlet. This gauntlet grants its wearer a +8 enhancement bonus to strength. Wow! And the ability to use a laser beam that damages 46 damage at will. Whoa! A laser beam! That is fucking incredible. Alright, so +8 to strength. I'm thinking maybe you might want to give that to Lindsay or Tristan. Whoever doesn't really have any really useful glove and strength bonus stuff. Alright, well Tristan's already got the Belt of Physical Perfection, so I'm thinking maybe... now we could actually replace that with Lindsay's belt and then give him the other thing. Actually, let me do that now. So let's have you switch with Lindsay. That will be this thing. And then I will give you... I guess dexterity and constitution? Or should I just go with constitution? Maybe just constitution, because I don't really rely on Tristan to hit shit with his crossbow, right? And I will give you the Star Commander's gloves, or the Star Soldier's gloves. Or is that not useful on him? I figured the strength bonus would be useful for us wanting to not have to bring Amiri everywhere with our encumberdness, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's a fair bit of a strength increase, so I'm thinking maybe that's a good thing. Alright, I guess that's good for now. Do I have some more? Oh, I have a lot more kingdom management stuff, don't I? I was hoping that the Bald Hilltop would be like, oh, you can actually do something now, and then, you know, get close to the end of the game, but sure. Alright, that's great. Oh, 170 days still. Oh no. Okay, well, I guess we're not quite done with the game just yet. Whoa, divine protection from fear. Awesome. Spell resistance discovery. Alright, so... Gotcha. Peasant Revolt. Right. And the Wrath of the Seven Archers. I guess I'll put Keston on this, because it needs to be done, like, before the next month? Sure. And Peasant Revolt. Either Keston or a Kun. Let's see, who would be done first? I guess Ekun, right? Or Canera? No, not Canera. Alright, so I'll have to, do some more kingdom management stuff in between episodes, it seems. Yeah. Alright, so I'll come back when something else interesting is happening, or when we basically ranked up everything and I need to clear this off my table or whatever, so... Apologies, but it seems like maybe we might have another episode of kingdom management stuff in our, happening soon, or whatever, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for our episode for today. Unfortunately, it was a lot of just jibber-jabber, but, I suppose these things do happen. So, hopefully, we won't have to do too much more kingdom management stuff, and then we can just, move on with the story in our next episode or something. I don't know, we'll see. But, I get a feeling that it's gonna be more jibber-jabber. Anyways, let's leave it there. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.